Hey everybody, it's Brian here from SoCo Customs again. Hopefully you're not getting too much noise from the heater, but it is still cold here. Winter is still pissed off here in Colorado. So we're gonna run through a fairly new product from Rough Country, and it is the Vertex shocks. These are actually remote reservoir shocks and are really good for those higher end builds, and especially if you're spending a whole lot of time off-road. So we cut the boxes open, and these are actually for a Jeep build that we're doing. And you'll notice that you've got two different kinds of shocks. You've got the piggyback style reservoir, and then the one with the hose and this reservoir that you can move around and bolt anywhere you need to as you're trying to organize your wheel wells. They do also have coilover applications for select independent front suspension vehicles like your F-150s, your Chevy 1500s, etc. So here's the comparison between the two shocks. We've got the Rough Country N3s right here, which is kind of the base or mid-range shock for these kits, or you've got the Vertex now. And you can see just how much wider this shock body is. So as I said, here's the Vertex shock, and I'm going to leave the bubble wrap on here to keep it from scratching as we're installing it into the vehicle. But if Josh knew that I popped bubble wrap without him, he would be pissed. So by having these Rough Country Vertex shocks, what is Rough Country trying to fix? For any of you that have done any hardcore off-roading where you've been off-road for upwards of 3, 4, 5 hours, you'll notice that your shocks kind of start to fade. So what happens is as the piston is pushed into this shock, it churns it up kind of like butter, and it thickens it up so that the piston doesn't move through this shock body as well as it should. This can make the spring of your vehicle feel uncontrolled, so it's not, these are just designed to sort of dampen out the spring and make sure that the opposite reaction is not bouncing around like a pogo stick. So as your vehicle really starts bouncing around like a pogo stick, that's where these come in. So what you've got is just extra volume in this shock to allow for more fluid. So it's going to take a lot longer for that fluid to heat up. Plus, by putting some of that fluid into this reservoir, you move everything sort of away from the action and allow it to cool back off and not have that sort of root beer malty sort of texture to it that will cause your vehicle to sort of get into the shock fade uncontrolled mode. So you've also got the adjustability of these shocks for different conditions. As you're riding through and realizing that maybe you need it softer or more firm, you're going to be able to go through 8 different settings from softest to hardest and be able to choose between those. But we're big fans of these, and we're really excited to install them on this Jeep build. And if you've run these or any other remote reservoir shocks on your vehicle, leave a comment in the comment section below about your experiences with them. We really like these. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll come back to you with more of these parts talks as we get more and more cool things in. So thanks, and I hope you're having a great day. Bye.